is Celester Davis, pastor of the New Zion Missionary Baptist Church here in Plantersville, Mississippi, located at 140 Pinecrest Street. Here we are in the process of getting ready to start our 100-year anniversary of service to that of the Lord. On Friday, we have our musical, which is a combination of choir members who will sing songs of Zion. And then on Saturday, we have Dr. George T. Brooks, Sr., who is our National Baptist Convention Congress Director, who will bring the message on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we will close out our 100-year service with our Pastor Emeritus, Dr. J.L. Tucker, who has pastored this church for over 15 years, and as he retired, we assumed that of the leadership role of pastor. And so we are hoping that you will be a part of these services for the 3 days, and we thank God for allowing us to be a part of it.
Hey ladies, how y'all doing today?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Today we have Miss Jane and Miss Lou Vader, and we're going to do a little talk about the years here at New Zion Church, and we're going to let them share with us some of their memories from the past up to now, some of their favorite times. Miss Lou Vader, we're going to let you start off first. Just introduce yourself and talk about yourself a little bit, and just talk about some of the great times you had here at New Zion Church.
I'm Vader Shannon. I've been a member of this church ever since I was 8 years old. And I want you to know that it has been good. Not all good, but I just thank God for New Zion and the time and the years that I spent here. I started singing in the choir when I was 10 years old, and I've been there ever since. And I worked in the church all of my life. I served in a lot of different capacities. First, I served as Sunday school teacher of the primary class at that time. And I served there, and then I changed from that to the junior, and went from that to the intermediates, and from there to the adult class. I also served as president of the Missionary Society 2 terms. 12 years the first time, and 7 years the last time. And it has been wonderful working for the Lord. I worked as the youth director with the children. And we had a group, almost all of the children in this church, the adults, I have worked with them down through the years. And not only did I serve as the youth director for our children, I served as the secretary of our church for 26 years. And I just thank God that He has allowed me to be able to come and do what I could do all of my life. I love the church. I love the people. And I just thank God for the experience that I've had worshiping in this church. Sometimes it was hard for me to do some of the things we're doing, because in those days we didn't have the things that we had to get about in like we have now. But through it all, God had blessed us, and we've done the best that we could do.
Okay. just say your name and just talk about your time here in New Zion, like how long you been here, when did you join the church, and some of your memories, or some of your patterns and stuff like that, and all the stuff you done.
My name is Ella Hudson, and I've been over here at this New Zion Church for ever since. Been over here 48 years by the help of the Lord. Been through the good, been through the bad, and God still got me here. And I started singing. I was the usher coming down from New Bethel, and then I used to sing in the choir up until 71 when the operator on my vocal cords and the doctor stopped me because I had all them knots down in there. And then I was the pastor's aide treasurer, and I'm still the pastor's aide treasurer, and I am the missionary treasure, and I am still there. God still got me over there, and we still doing real good. And then I helped Jerry with the drill team. We went everywhere by the Lord guiding us and all of that, here and there, and took care of us and never let us have a rake or anything. And on them conventions, we went everywhere with the children. And some of them is still over here in the church, and some of them done got married and moved away, you know. But most of them is done moved away. We got Brandy and Nicole and Rashad, and I try to see who else. I don't want to leave out no names. I get to calling names, I skip over somebody. And John Reed's daughter, what that girl name? Tamika. She was one of them too. But just like I said, some of them moved away. Jennifer and Fun and all of them, they all moved away. They all moved away. But at the time, I wouldn't even allow the kids when we go out to these places and had to go to the bathroom. I'd check out the bathroom first for them. And then I would stand there and wait on them till they go in and then come out. And then when we would go, I would tell the parents to give them a sandwich till we can get, after the program, then we would get something to eat. Then I would get some of them something. I don't even remember what kid that I gave something. Anybody that didn't have their money with them, that's what I would do. And the Lord has still got me here now, because my daddy is rich, and that is God. He is rich, and so I'm still living. All I need is just a little something to eat. That's all I need. And so I would tell them to feed them a sandwich that we give them, because we were just on the road. It used to just be booming at the drill team. And then when I tell them to fix sandwich, then some of the people in the church had a nerve enough to laugh and wasn't doing anything to help with it. Don't try to bring something down when something good. Always try to build it up. I did love the drill team, and I love coming over here at New Zion, because I'm here just about every time the doors open that I oversleep. I'm here just about every time, so I thank God. And that lady told me today, said, you don't like you got no two boys 50 years old. I said, I have. God had to let me live to see him. And they got 147 and 250. But I always say it, because my cousin down below New Bethel, her mama died when she was 2 months old, and I think I was real little. I said, Lord, if I ever have any children, let me live till they get old enough to get them a job and buy them a biscuit. And he has done that. And so now I always ask the Lord, Miss Lupe, on Mother's Day, that's my Mother's Day speech. And I said, but now I said, let me take one day at a time. And that's what the Lord done. And old as I am, I'm waiting on them old folks up there, and I'm old myself. But I'm glad to be in this church, so that's all I have to say.
Here we go. Good evening, everybody. We're here with Miss Viola Foster, a long-lasting member here at New Zion Church, and we're gonna let her give us a little knowledge on the 100 years, and how long she's been over here at New Zion and some of the things she's seen.
I'm Viola Foster. I'm a member of New Zion Missionary Baptist Church. I joined the church in August 1949. And I've been a New Zion member ever since. And I've enjoyed being here for those years I've been here. And I guess you could say I've been here for 51 years.
Okay. You want to tell us about some of the nice experiences you had over at New Zion and some of the things you like to say out there to some of the people?
I joined the church under Reverend Derek Riley. He was a pastor here at that time. He came by my house and invited me to join New Zion, to visit New Zion Missionary Baptist Church. And at that time, the revival was going on, and he invited me to become a member at this evangelical service. And I want to know that I enjoyed being here, and I joined here under his administration. And I was been treated royal ever since I've been here.
What's some of the nice experiences you've had over here, some of the fun times?
Some of the fun times I've had was fellowshipping and revivers and programs and missionary programs and etc.
What would you like to say to some of the people out there that will get to see this DVD on the 100-year anniversary about some stuff, some knowledge they might could use in their life?
I think that they would come here and see what's going on. They would have a greater knowledge of what's going on and what they would experience by becoming a member of this church.
Like, what about some of the fun trips you've been able to go on for the church?
I've had a chance to go to the National Baptist Convention of America, and I also taught in the National Baptist Sunday School Congress. Matter of fact, I wrote the program for the deaconess program for the National Baptist Convention of America. And I've enjoyed going on trips. We took our children on youth trips, and I enjoyed that greatly because I think our children are the program for I think they are the ones for tomorrow. We need to look at those children, encourage them to become members and join the church, become active in their auxiliaries so that they would know how to carry on when they grow up.
Okay, awesome. Then lastly, I'd like you to just give a lasting message out to close out the ceremony in this DVD to all the people out there.
We want to say to our members of our church, we are proud to be a member of New Zion Church. And we would like to see everybody else become a proud member. And not only become a member, we got supported member. You know, it takes money to carry on the work that we're trying to do. So we would like to do this, and we'd like for everybody to come involved. And we'd like the most supportive member takes us to the National Baptist Convention of America that we used to go. We used to go and enjoy it. Now I think we need to get back on the track again. Become involved.
Yeah, become involved.
Become involved.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Foster. We really appreciate that. Okay.
One of these mornings, oh yeah, one of these mornings, my Lord, I'm going to lay down my cross, get my crown. one of these old evenings, my Lord. One of these old evenings, I'm going home to live on high. You know, just as soon as my feet strike Zion, oh yes, I'm going to lay down my heavy burden. Oh yes, put on my robe in glory. I'm going to shout and tell my story. Oh yeah, just how I come over hills and mountains. Oh yes, up to the crystal fountain. Oh yeah, well now all of God's sons and daughters, oh yes, they're going to be drinking healing water. Yes, I'm going to live on forever. Oh yes, yes, I'm going to live on forever. Oh yes, yes, I'm going to live on up in glory after a while. You know I'm going out sightseeing in Beulah. Hallelujah. I'm going to march.
As we prepare to close out in this 100-year anniversary service, we pray that these services will be a blessing to you, and that we all must always remember that only what we do